Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 6th episode of Craftex Lives here. We are here with the talented Miss Jackie Cook from the Fancy Front Door. And she is so talented in many, many, many ways. I've known her for a while now, but she's amazing. She's also an amazing person and a wonderful friend. But I'm going to let her introduce herself pretty good here. I know that you're also a coach, and they call you Coach Fancy. So here is Miss Jackie Cook.
Thank you, Tina. That was a really sweet introduction. Hey, everybody. This is Jackie with the Fancy Front Door, and recently, in the last year, House of Fancy, my new brick and mortar, which just kind of envelops everything I do. But yes, I absolutely love creating handmade home decor, wreaths, swags, centerpieces, things like that. I love teaching creatives how to create. I love every aspect of that. And then on the business end of it, teaching you how to succeed being a handmade seller on the different social media platforms. And now I have my brick and mortar too. And we do,
I love it.
Yes, in-person classes, which are just so near and dear and special to my heart because there's something so amazing about, number one, somebody spent time to come see me. I just love that. Thank you. And then hands-on, you just really learn so much more hands-on and just that connection that I think that we all really, really love and crave post-COVID.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I know that during the COVID time, that's the time that we started with the Facebook Lives and all that. We didn't have any social media before. Guillermo here is the one that kind of started all that because he was like pushing, hey, you guys got to do a social media, do the post and a live. And during that COVID time, you know, I mean, since nobody knew what was going on, we used to come in one Michael, one I did, and then we would just alternate that. That's how we started kind of. And then from then on,
it has exploded.
It really has. Yeah. So how did that happen to you? Like, how did you do for during that time, during the COVID time? How did you do your work? Or when did you, first of all, when did you start all of that?
So back to the beginning. During actually Hurricane Harvey, I had made a wreath. And I thought it was just really cute. And I said, okay, neighbors who are now just displaced every which direction. I said, hey, I made a little post on our community post. I'm going to make a wreath and then I'm going to sell this. And then for everyone that I sell, I'm going to donate one to somebody who just lost everything. And I expected fully to get like 10 orders and be so proud of myself. And it ended up, I got over 200 orders. And so I had to learn how to make 400 wreaths right then.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So then I actually turned to social media and I documented the whole thing on Facebook Lives. I grabbed a viral following. What felt like overnight. It was crazy. I was in dentistry for 10 years. My family was new and growing. At that time, I only had 2 kids. And I now have 4. And then it just exploded and then cut to COVID and everybody was home and either everybody had just lost their job and like needed a side hustle or now, you know, we need a main hustle, just something. And then we all were just kind of bored. Yeah. So I was being sought after, as I'm sure y'all were too, from every angle. Like, yes, crafters were coming out of the woodwork. And so, yes, I will definitely show up. It's so funny. The way I found time was I would go live at night. The last kid went to bed at 8:00 and I had an 8:30 show. I would walk from the bedrooms. I would kiss everybody goodnight, walk into my craft room, turn on the lights, turn on the camera, and then action from like 8:30 on. Yeah. And I loved it. It was so fun. The evening crafting is kind of few and far between these days, but I'm still live a lot. But that's kind of how the social media played into that. And especially during COVID, I just feel like everything just doubled in that time because we all just wanted something to do. And who doesn't love playing with all of this fun, glittery sparkly awesomeness and making something gorgeous.
True. That's very true. Yes. So that's the way you kind of started all that. And then, so you never went back to dentistry, or did you go back?
So what's really funny is after I made my first wreath, y'all, it was the ugliest thing you've ever seen. It was so embarrassing. And I looked at my husband. I said, I'm going to quit my life and make wreaths for a living. I was on maternity leave at that time. And he goes, hun, you're better at other things. And he was like, you're probably going to go back to work. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But then after I got the 200 orders, which turned into like 400 wreaths, then I went back to him. I prayed over it and I said, I really feel like I need to quit my life and make
like, this is my calling.
Yes, for sure. And the thing about the online presence is such a great way to put everything down, pick up something sparkly and forget everything for 30 minutes, for an hour, and let's just craft. And let's forget about all the other things going on. Because trust me, everybody's walking through it, just got out of it, or they're heading into it.
Correct.
And if I could be a bright spot, I'm on it. I got this. Like, yep.
Yeah. So, and now you have 4 kids.
4 kids.
So you did you had 2,
Yes.
and then through this process, you have 2 more.
Yeah.
So now I know your son plays baseball, and he is very good. His team is very good.
Yes. My son's name is Guy, and they nicknamed him Guy Tuve. If you're not from Houston, Jose Altuve is like huge here. So, and my son, we're not sure really what happened with the height, but he was probably the shortest one on the team.
Because your husband is tall.
He's 6'2", y'all. When people meet me in person, they realize how tall I am. I'm 5'9".
Yes,
and
you're pretty tall.
Yeah, and my son, he just hasn't hit his good growth spurt
exactly.
yet. But he's Guy
it's going to
Tuve.
happen.
Yep. He's tiny but mighty. Y'all, what he lacks in height, he makes up for in personality. We're not worried about that kid.
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
All your kids, they're super cute. I know that in the beginning when you first started doing all this wreaths, and you would bring in your kids on the strollers, on the cards and everything, and they came out of here all glittered up.
Yep. Y'all, I just always made the joke, like, y'all, I'm really a crafty mom, and I am finding glitter in diapers, and it's so crazy to me that was the season. It was so hard, and I look back and I'm like, how did I juggle all of that? But y'all, if I could tell any new mom anything, sleep training, you guys get those little suckers on a schedule. But
that's the best thing.
Yep.
That's the best thing. I've been learning that with my grandkids. They send them out on a schedule, and first I thought, that's so terrible. Just leave them live their life. They're babies. They're little kids.
That's such a grandmother thing to say. You ruined them, huh? Over the weekend?
Well, the thing is that it is better for you guys. I know it is better for you guys to keep them on schedule, because you know your job. You know what to do. When my kids were growing up, I didn't have all that scheduled. That's why, that's why I had worse times.
And you know what's really funny? I related their schedule to literally every piece of the business too. I was like, okay, it was like the first time in my life that I had in this 30-minute block, we're doing this and this and this and this. And I learned the importance of social media. And I was, okay, well, I have to show up every single day. It is so important. You guys, if you're thinking about or already have an online business, get on social media. You pick the platform, whatever one speaks to you, and just show up consistently.
Yes.
And you guys, they even have schedulers, which really help. You can plan out. I would go to this one gym that had the best childcare ever, and I would sit on the stationary bikes. I hate stationary bikes. You're not going anywhere. I was on a stationary bike next to 90-year-olds.
Of course.
Nobody was really trying. I was on there scheduling my social media posts. I was finding them, writing them out, and scheduling them. And that's
the best time.
Yes, it was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there was no working out happening. I was scheduling posts.
You were trying to juggle 2 things.
That's
and that's the thing. There's a lot of moms out there that want to do a side hustle. They want to do something. They're young moms, they're older moms, or different kinds. Or even, gentlemen, men and women, they want to do a crafting business because it's just so much fun. But then whenever you get to that business point, is it still fun?
No. Absolutely not. Not even a little bit. The numbers game of it, the crunching, the nope, I can't even talk thinking about how awful it is. If somehow us creatives are not wired always, if you are, congratulations, but we're not always like wired to also be the business person. Right. And I'm telling you, the second that you can hire that out, hire it out. And here's why. Delegating tasks like that, and getting into, I guess, groups of other like-minded business owners that you can ask questions about so you don't have to figure it out on your own is so important, because it frees you up to do the money-making task. It frees you up to do the fun task too. But it's, I mean, obviously taxes are important, but
very.
I'm not doing them. I punted that, and now I get to play with flowers more.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Even here, I find that I'll create the piece, and then everybody's like, Tina, you didn't put a price on it. I'm like, oh, I have to put a price. Just 400,
right?
You know, whatever. It's like, oh no, I have to do the math.
You gotta go find all the tickets.
I gotta go find the tickets and put the prices on there. So the ones that you find that don't have the price, they're probably mine. Sorry. But
Tina, we are so the same. That is literally the store. On the way over here, my team called me twice and they're like, how much was this wreath? How much was that wreath? Hey, this lady's asking for a quote of something. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Can you send me a picture of it?
So a side story, I used to have a flower shop back in 95, 96. And my mom would help me with some other people. So my mom would call and she's like, oh, how much is this flower arrangement? You know, there was no pictures. There was no cell phone. Or the cell phone was available, but it wasn't where you can send pictures.
Just a phone back then.
So she's like, how much? It's got pink flowers. It's got this. I said, $25, $35. She's like, no, it's $50. Okay.
I like her.
Yes.
She's good.
She's good.
You need to hire
really
that
good.
person. That's
so do you have at your store, do you have people like that would also do the same thing? Like watch out for, you know, that they know how much things are. You teach them well, you train them well. And that's the thing that we're learning here as well at Craftex. We're learning, and we have a great people in the office that are just,
they're wonderful. Your team makes
Yes.
or breaks you. It really does. I love that Craftex is so much like a family. I've been coming here for years, and it's the same people. And that speaks volumes to just the family unit that this is. And what's funny is, like, whenever I was building a team, I thought to myself, I want to build a team like Craftex, which is really funny.
That's sweet.
I really, truly did. I said, I want it to be like a family, and I want everybody to be able to understand the vision, what we are, who we are, what we do, why we do it, and definitely how to price things.
Yes.
And not give away the farm. Because at the end of the day, it is a business. And yes, we are creating so much happy and so much joy. But if those books don't balance, then, you know.
Then, yeah, it's just fun.
Yep. It's like, oh, that was fun until she went bankrupt.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. No, we don't want that. How do you get so creative? I know your colors are very, like, I see something and I can tell who made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So here's how I get creativity, and here's how I coach and teach people to get inspiration. So I will find the thing, whether it's like a really fun nutcracker or a rocking horse or an Easter egg or a ribbon. I'll find the thing that's just speaking to me, and then I'll just build on it and build around it. I want to pull out the little bit of color that you didn't see, but now you do.
Right.
And I want to balance the whimsy, and I want to balance it sometimes with a natural element and just balance it well. And you're probably thinking there, like, okay, yeah, I want that for my life too. So here is how I coach people on how to recreate that in their own designs in their own life. You get to do some really fun homework. You get on Pinterest. First, you need to set a timer, because you can really go down a rabbit hole.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So especially at night.
Yes. Set a 3-minute timer. You'd be surprised how much you can scroll in 3 minutes. And then what are you making? Are you making a centerpiece for with a nutcracker in it? Are you making, a wreath with a whole bunch of bunny rabbits? Are you making a 4th of July swag? What are you making? And then type that into Pinterest, and you're going to get a bazillion pictures. Start going down the click and rabbit hole. When you see something that jumps out at you, take a screenshot of it and just keep going and say, okay, well, I want this bunny wreath, but I want it with pinks and oranges. And then type that in and then go down that rabbit hole and just keep clicking and clicking and screenshotting all the things. And when your timer is up, go back and look at all of the things that you loved and then kind of make note of exactly what you loved about it. What made you stop your scroll about that thing? Okay. Maybe it was the ribbon. Maybe it was the centerpiece. Maybe it was the color combination. What was it? And then when you're ready to design and you go through that list, you'll realize, okay, I really love a good bow focal point. I really love this color combination. That's what's speaking to me. And then it will really help you to guide and focus what you're picking out for that project and make it really wow without being cluttered or too naked.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good tip. Because we're always looking for tips. People out there, they're always looking for tips. You know, you don't know how many times people come around here and, you know, how we set up our tables in the back. All the designers are working and we're just working on orders and different color combinations. And everybody stops by and they're like, well, how do you do this? And how do you fold the ribbon? And how do you make a bow? Most of the time.
No one knows how to make a bow.
No one does. I love making bows.
I know.
I love your bows also.
I love your bows.
Well, but you make them different than I do.
I know. I think that's why I love yours.
Well, but I love yours. At the end, they all look beautiful.
I know. It's so awesome. And it's funny, too, how a different shaped bow can kind of translate more whimsical or more serious or it's like a slouchy, like a warm feeling. They're just all different.
Yes.
And they're such a fun element. I love it.
Yes.
The other question I get asked a whole lot is how do I pair different ribbons? And just easy peasy, if you're just getting started, I do a plaid, a polka dot, and a stripe, or a plaid, a polka dot, and a solid.
Nice.
Just start there. You'll add other things and take away other things, but if you start there, it's really fun to mix.
Nice.
It's a good, easy way to just jump into mixing the ribbons.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, pink.
Of course. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not wearing pink today, honestly.
Fun story. So, y'all, I'm wearing bright, bright yellow. I was shooting a commercial this morning, and I told my daughter what I was doing last night, and she said, oh, what are we wearing? And my little Claire, drug me to my own closet and, like, picked out 80 things, and then she saw this yellow dress, and she was like, this is the one. I said, I agree. This is the one.
That is so sweet.
Yes.
Yep. That's sweet.
Well,
she's gonna be in the business.
Oh my goodness, she's literally.
Did they help you?
Yes, she cannot wait. She cannot wait to take over the Fancy Front Door, and House of Fancy.
I know you give them chores.
Oh yes. So the only way that I could open a brick and mortar is because of its proximity to my house. It's a block away from my house in one direction, less than a block away from the kids' school in the other direction.
Wonderful.
So the kids get out at 3. They walk to the store. The doors close at 4. And in that hour, they all have chores that they do. And then I go home and I'm a mom. And it's amazing. And it's shockingly freeing because whenever I was just online, I mean, I was like 24/7. If somebody needs something, I just felt like I had to go and answer and respond. And now I have business hours on the door.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And outside those business hours, don't count on me responding.
No. Well, that's good. They leave messages. Exactly. They can do whatever they want. And then the next day, do you respond right away or you have someone responding? Do you do it yourself?
So I have a team that is in my messages and they're really, really amazing. And anybody that follows me knows it's not just some random person. It's Ainsley.
Yes.
She's amazing. And she vets all of the messages for me. And if it's something important, she'll just send me a screenshot and say, hey, you need to get on this. And I'm like, yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's your boss.
Yes, she is. And I love it. I could probably use another 3 people to just follow me and just herd me like cat, cow, something, like an animal that needs herding. I need help. I need a handler. I need a handler.
It's difficult for creative people to be focused on certain things. I know how your mind is because you're looking at this pink, you're looking at that bright colors and all that. You're already making a combination in your mind and it's like, oh, I wonder if that could work and it's going to work and I'm going to do that next. But then you get to real life and it's like, oh, I forgot I didn't do that. And it's a combination for the next time and all that.
Oh my gosh. It is. I mean, it's a bunch of squirrels just running around up in there all the time. And I've learned to be a good list maker. I love a good old fashioned list. And then I've also learned the beauty of voice to text in the notes.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it's so great.
I love it, except for sometimes my accent, it types something different. I'm like, no, I did not mean that.
That's hilarious. That is so funny. Oh my goodness.
It's funny. Sometimes it types in Spanish.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yes. Well, so there's a lot of people, like I said, that want to do businesses, doing creative things. You're a mom and you have 4 kids. You have a husband.
And
you
a
have a
partridge
home
and a pear tree.
and all that. And you have all that behind. How do you handle all of that? What do you guys do over the weekend? I know you're closed on Sundays.
Yes. And there's a reason, because Jesus, and that is the reason, like that is the only way the wheels are even on this place. I start every day in prayer. Every day when my feet hit the ground, I say, okay, God, these are your hands and your feet. Where are we going? And then I get my list going. And it really comes down to understanding priorities. Being online 24/7, I knew something had to give. The brick and mortar, even though it looks from the outside looking in like it is, like I've taken on so much more, it's given me structure, structure, scheduling. I mean, and just, it comes back down to priorities. If everything was gone tomorrow, I'm a mom first.
Yes. Yes, that's very true. That is very true. And your kids, you know, they love that you are creative. They love what you do, but you're right.
Absolutely.
You are. And that's the reason I had to get rid of my business, because it was just, my kids were growing at that time. And it was just like, okay, kids are, you know, I don't have time for them. I don't have time for them. So yeah, I mean, a balance, a good business, whoever does it for that many years and many, many years, they're absolutely Wonder Womans or Wonder Men, because it's so hard.
It is so much. And I will say that I also stepped away from a lot of things last year that, and I say it was the easiest hard decision I've ever made, because I was a coach in a really big group, and I love that group, and I still do. And I love the community, and I love serving them in that capacity with like a weekly show. But I knew that if the wheels were going to stay on the train at home, something had to give. Yeah. And I mean, I keep talking about my kids, but also my husband. Oh my gosh, that man, he deals with me. He deals with me. Yeah, I'm a mess. So yeah, and I mean, there wasn't any problem in our marriage, but I could see going 90-0 the way I was, that it would have caused a problem. So just always remember your why. Yeah. Go back to why. If you're looking to start a business, or you're in business already, why did you get started? Right. And I can guarantee you everybody's got that. Well, like for me, I wanted to serve my community. And I wanted to show my kids like what a Christian woman entrepreneur looked like. Yes. But I can't put that ahead of my duties to them. Yeah. I can't put that in front of my marriage, and I can't put that in front of being a mom.
Very important. Very important. And you are going to be here Saturday for our open house, Christmas open house in June. Well, we're going to call it July, but it's in June 29th. You're going to be here. What are you going to be doing?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I wish that there was a camera on me every time y'all called or text or asked me to do something. I am truly so humbly honored and flattered and grateful, and thank you. What am I going to be doing? So you saw me walk in this place. I had like 8 squirrels I was chasing. I was like, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, So the truth is, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It's probably a swag, because during the holidays, I just love a big, juicy, amazing swag. The color combination I don't know about yet, just because everything is speaking to me.
I know. And you can only do one.
I know.
Sorry.
It's like picking a favorite kid. This is impossible.
No. You can't.
So hard. You can't.
So
you can't do it.
It's going to be hard, but I know you're going to manage to do it. And you're only going to have 30 minutes.
You didn't tell me that until literally the second. This second is when I found that out. You better believe that half that project is going to be done before I hit that stage. Wowza. Okay.
I know you're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it great. It's going to be awesome. I'm not even worried. I'm not sweating right now. You are. What?
You're not. You're going to do great. You're going to do amazing, because that's who you are. You're amazing, and you can put colors together. So gratefully. I walked through your store and it looks beautiful, amazing. And it's on, you can tell people where you are.
Yes, if you want to come see me, I would love to have you. I am on Memorial Drive. It's 14785 Memorial Drive. I'm right between Dairy Ashford and Eldridge. There's a little Mexican restaurant that's been there in that shopping center. It's called La Hacienda. It's been there for 50 years. I'm right next door. And
Their food is good.
It is. Their margaritas are better.
Oh, can't have that.
Oh, it's so good. But you can't miss it. Like the windows, that was what made me say yes to the space. I have 3 giant window displays.
And then your decor outside too. I mean, the bench outside with your art.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
It's so fun for photos. So definitely grab a friend and come see us. And I also, again, thank you so much for having me on here. I'm sure there's some listeners going, isn't she a competitor or a competition? No, not at all. I love this community so much. And when y'all succeed, I succeed. When I succeed, y'all succeed. I just really feel like we have a common goal of just making Houston gorgeous.
Exactly. Yeah. No, not a competition at all. Plus, you're going to be showing people here your tricks and tips of what you do and the great community that you have as well, your followers as well. They're going to be here. A lot of people are going to be here with you and Amy and Sylvia and all the other Amy, all the Miss Eufoma. I mean, we have a big team that is coming in. They're all wonderful, creative people. Rick Butler. Oh my gosh. I mean, everybody has been coming in already and they're getting their stuff ready and it's just amazing. I didn't want to see what Rick was working on this morning because I'm like, I want to be surprised. But I know it's going to be magical. Wonderful. Yes, he is magical.
That man, oh my goodness. Yes, and all the tips and the tricks and the hacks, that can only help people because you walk in and you find something gorgeous and inspirational and then you're like, well, what do I do with it? And I get asked that question all the time. They're like, oh, well, what do people do with this?
Oh, yes.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll give you 10 ideas.
You can do this. You can do that. You can do, many times.
Yep.
Oh, that's wonderful. Amy, I'm sorry. Jackie.
We're both blondes, and I love Amy.
You do. She's wonderful as well. Oh, my gosh. She is. Jackie, thank you so much for being here. And we thank you from the Craftex community and everybody here. We thank you so much for all your support and all your love and the shopping that you do, all the people that you bring in. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This was a privilege and a pleasure, and I cannot wait for Saturday.
Thank you.